Hello everybody and welcome back to the football betting series here on YouTube, Champions League Final Edition. After a long and grueling competition, both PSG and Inter Milan find themselves in the final in Munich. I'm looking forward to an entertaining game, so without further ado, let's get into it. PSG got past Arsenal in their semi-final tie. Dembélé's goal after 4 minutes was enough for the Parisians to secure a 1-0 win on the road. Then, in the second leg, Fabian Ruiz put PSG ahead in the 27th minute to make it 2-0 on aggregate. Arsenal came on stronger in the second period, chasing the game, but it would be PSG who scored the third goal of the tie through Hakimi. This all but ended Arsenal's Champions League journey. Saka managed to peg back a consolation goal with the final scores finishing 2-1 on the night and 3-1 on aggregate to PSG. In terms of form, that win represented back-to-back wins for the Parisian side, winning 6 of their 8 knockout games straight up, and this comes after what was quite a slow start to the campaign. PSG finished 15th in the league phase with an overall record of 4 wins, 1 draw and 3 defeats to their name. They play an Inter Milan side who emerged from one of the best semi-final ties many people have seen against Barcelona. In the first leg, Thuram wasted no time by scoring within the very first minute for Inter Milan. They would go on to double their advantage through Dumfries before Yamal and Torres levelled the affair going into half-time. The second half saw Barcelona take charge of the ball, but it would be Dumfries who scored again from a corner to give Inter Milan that 3-2 lead. This would only last a couple of minutes before Rafinha's shot cracked off the crossbar, hitting Sommer in the back for an own goal. The final scores of the first leg finishing 3-3. The second fixture was similarly exciting. As with the first leg, Inter Milan would go 2 goals ahead in the first half, this time thanks to Martinez and a Canonoglu penalty. But unfortunately for them, history did repeat itself. Barcelona battled back from this position as Eric Garcia and Dani Olmo scored within a 6-minute spell to reset the scores at 2-2. Barcelona would then hit the front for the first time in the entire tie in the 87th minute, thanks to Rafinha's low and well-placed effort, but it would be the most unlikely goal scorer who would claw Inter back into contention. Acerbi pushed up to play striker in the dying embers of the match, and he managed to steer Dumfries' cross past Szczesny in the 93rd minute in order to force extra time. After some brilliant hold-up play from Taremi, Fratesi would score the winning goal of the tie, the only goal of extra time, to see Inter progress 4-3 on the night and 7-6 overall. That result means that Inter are still unbeaten in the knockout phase of the competition, and they're continuing a run of 8 consecutive games without a loss. Inter also started off the campaign in much better shape than PSG. They finished 4th place in the league phase with an overall record of 6 wins, 1 draw and 1 defeat to their name. What was more impressive is that they only allowed 1 goal across these 8 league matches as well. When we take a look at the head-to-head records, weirdly, despite the number of friendly encounters, these sides have never faced off in competitive competition, so there's no form to go off here. My prediction for today's game is that both sides are going to battle to take charge of the game. PSG may hold more of the ball, but it will be Inter Milan that will look to hit them on the counter, and I think there's going to be a lot of goal-mouth action with players like Dembélé and Kvaratskhelia for PSG, or Thuram and Martinez for Inter Milan. Basically, what I'm looking for is goals. PSG have seen both teams score in 7 of their 16 Champions League games overall, but in the later stage of the competition, this ratio does increase to 3 of the last 4 Champions League matches. Whereas Inter Milan, they've seen both teams to score in each of the last 5 Champions League games, but much like PSG before them, Inter didn't see both teams to score results in the early phases of the competition, but this is probably down to the slightly easier nature of these matches. There's no head-to-head record to go off, so I'm going to be taking both teams to score for a full stake here in the Champions League final.